right?
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of, you know, based off those weapon placements, you kind of see what your team's identity is, what's the play style, how aggressive you want to be, how passive you want to be. And, you know, I feel like Supremacy has struggled for a long time trying to find their own identity, and they've just been reacting to what everybody else has been doing and just kind of copying, so to speak. So Fable, they found theirs, and we've seen it, right? We've seen their gameplay, and, you know, they arguably probably could have won Vegas on the last one, you know? But, hey, we're here now.
All right, and here we go. Team Supremacy up against Fable. Guys, if you've watched Gears Fight Night on the regular, you already know what it is. But if you're new to the stream, this is Escalation. First team to 210 points will win. And as we see, the A and C hills are captured. When you look at this game type, you want to think about domination. You want to capture as many rings as possible and keep a lead. But we're on board with Physics as he's in a 1v1 against Precision with teammates running with him for the 2v1. The question is, can he go ahead and get this kill? No, Precision takes out Physics, and he's finally taken out.
And so you guys do see Fable Precision in the game, and this is just going to be him subbing in for, I believe it's Craze that we're missing. Yep, it's going to be Craze. So he's going to be filling in for Craze tonight.
I was looking, I was like, okay, why is he playing?
I'm not sure, but, you know, the fact that he changed his gamer tag, I'm not sure if he's actually coaching or not. But if he is coaching...
Get out of here.
If he
don't play with my emotions.
If he is coaching, that actually makes me very excited, because I know how talented of a player he actually is. Or maybe he just changed his name for the 2K this weekend, but I'm pretty sure somebody will confirm that for me in due time. But yeah, so he'll be filling in that position. But if you guys don't know who he is, you know, he's definitely a talented player in the EU region as well. Very talented marksman, you know, shotgun skill on par with the best as well. And he's been grinding for a long time. So, you know, I'm actually happy to see him in this 2K final, and so he can show people once again what he's made out of.
But with him replacing a player such as Craze, I mean, as we saw in round 1, Supremacy, they pretty much ran away with it. I really want to see if they can keep up going off of initials. I believe Fable only had about 1 to 2 kills in the first round. So if Supremacy can go ahead and keep a hot hand, we might actually see an upset here in today's Fight Night.
We'll see. This is definitely one in which they need to take, just based off confidence reasons alone, because, you know, these guys, even if they are playing with a sub, if you can't come out here and beat them with that sub, so to speak, and their best player isn't on the team, right, then, you know, that can be a morale breaker for you. But, you know, you got to realize how good Precision actually is as well. You know, you got to cut him some slack. He's a very talented player. Yeah,
so 2 players down for Supremacy. We're going to see Fable go ahead and try to fight back. Precision and Mark for 2 nice kills. One of them was Trickers. The question is, can they go ahead and formulate a setup? I know Supremacy is being a really good shotgun-heavy team. They're really good in group fights, but I haven't seen a set yet. Maybe I've been blind to where they've actually utilized a lot of good gunfire. So against a team like Supremacy, a team that's come off hot, they didn't even put down a weapon after they lost the first round. You know, Fable didn't.
Well, so...
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, just because, you know, Fable, with them not playing with their actual 5 and them having that sub, that could change up their play style a little bit.
I think so.
Yeah, you know, and just trying to adjust to that one guy that's on the team. But I think it's okay. They use that block, so that means that it's a lot of weapons selected spots on this map and where you have to put things down. So using that block early is actually a pretty big move, especially on that platform. Still a lot of time before we can see that boom shot get placed off the other side, but we'll see what happens.
Yes, Precision was taken down by Physics. Krim was able to help out his teammates. Now we're seeing the 3v1 scenario. Strikers has to get away before he goes ahead and gets down. He's chased down by Krim, taken out. That's 3 down for Supremacy. Fable with the lead with 140 to 113. This is looking extremely good for this team. Phelps is in the 1v1. This guy, he's definitely known for his gun skill, but if this now turns into a 2v2, he's going to pick up the down. Actually,
yeah.
All right, it happened.
But he dropped right away.
And the advantage goes Fable.
Yeah. Fable, you know, they pulled away with this one. They still got the 2 cap. Was not able to get that 3 cap in. Supremacy getting out of spine and regaining, getting their footing. But the question is, they're going to have to react very soon. And this is, I like what Strikers is doing. This is a wide flank. He's going to go as wide as he possibly can without being picked up. Precision's going to see him, and he's actually got one more guy in spawn, so he has a 1v2 that his team needs for him to win. If he decaps, he got help as well, so this turned into a 2v2 fight. If he just got decapped as well, they're still in this engagement. Precision, big fight for him. He's trying to stay in it. He loses that engagement with his C-Hill being decapped, but it's being recapped as well. is looking like Supremacy with the quick comeback.
How does that happen, Blaze?
And they stay in this round.
Okay, so I feel like a jackass now. I said, oh, it's over. You know, they have to triple cap.
Yeah, no,
you know, they have to get
fella.
They have to get 2 hills. It's done. It's over. You know, the fat lady singing, and then the domination like that. Where was the breakdown at?
Well, what we saw Strikers. He got out wide right away, and he got into that hill. At first, I thought he was going to be at a disadvantage because he was by himself in a 1v2, but he got help right off the bat. And once he got help, it was those 2 guys fighting a 2v2 on top of Fable's home hill. Their home hill was already capped, and we didn't get a chance to see the angles of the fight that happened at B, but it was clear that Supremacy came out on top, and they won that engagement as well. So
Supremacy on absolute fire right now. But as we expected from Fable, we see their signature boom shot drop right here, and this is where they excel, the group fight. As Krim, he's sizing up his opponent in a 1v1. He gets a nice shot. Hydron takes out Zorkos, and this is going to be chaos all around. There's a bloodbath. Hydron takes out Physics. Marsh is taking out. Everybody's tired. This is what we like to see. The winner of this fight will get boom shot, and that will ultimately determine the round. There is 4 down for Supremacy.
Oh, don't do it. Big fight.
Last man standing. He gets 2 kills.
Oh,
the last one,
hunted down.
You have to go for it.
The young gun, Chris.
You have to go for it. Precision is doing a great job staying alive, but he's going to force that fight while he's getting Lancer down. He's taking out.
He gets back to his teammates. That was key. But he did not get the quick revive as well. You see Zorkos, he springs in action, and he picked up a big double kill. But huge shout out to Chris. He was trapped in a 1v3, managed to get 2, hold off the stalemate, stay alive till reinforcements came as well. And you see the boom shot's gonna be acquired by Supremacy. They're staying aggressive, looking to attack the home hill of Fable. He gets one more boom in the chamber. That's an active, looking for the next kill. Gonna back up, wait for his teammates, pull out his pistol. I like the decision.
If I'm crazy, I'm turning on my Xbox because this doesn't look pretty for Fable. All right. Supremacy, they have boom shot. They're winning initials. They're aggressive. This is something we haven't seen in previous fight nights, and I really like it. Strickers, he gets down, but his teammates going to pick him up. As we see the gameplay kind of slow down a little bit. So what we have now, okay, boom shot is in the hands of Chris. So this is Supremacy's game to win. You know, boom shot has been switched circles. But like I said, Supremacy, they have the advantage with the boom shot. They need to go ahead and get map control. With that, they can basically solidify a triple cap or win off of 2 hills. But they're unable to do that. We see Fable on the other end of the map. They're setting up for the next boom shot pickup, and that's not going to be good for Supremacy.
It won't be at all. And you know what? I just got confirmation from League Ops that Precision is no coach. He's just trolling with his tag. Shame of you. Okay.
I got excited, man.
I got excited as well, because that's what Fable needs. And you know what? Until I see it happen, you know, they need to get somebody activated real quick because they got a lot of time to prepare for our next event in July. So, but we'll see. But you saw the stalemate, and now we'll see. What does Supremacy want to do? They got 2 heals in their control. They got a nice little lead. They just used that last boom shot. New boom should be spawning up for about 30 seconds or so. They have to hold off this push. And they're doing a good job so far.
I don't know. I don't think that they even know what they want to do. Supremacy had the boom shot. They had everything imaginable going their way to win this round right here. But they let Fable go ahead and rotate across the other side of the map. There wasn't any presence at all to break that down. And that's where you see teams like Echo Fox and Optic do. They like to cut off those lanes because you can't have players sneak around when you have the best weapon in the game. So what I want to see from Supremacy, now that they're setting up for the next boom shot, which was just picked up, they need to be aggressive. They need to take the map back, okay? And go ahead and try to fight for the domination here. Or they could honestly win off of 1 hill if they hold it right, but they don't want to get too complacent.
But he needs to be careful when he uses his boom. It's a multi-kill available. The question is where.
No.
Oh, and he put damage on both, but not really getting a kill, and his nerves kick in as well. And the domination coming through. Big fight here. Fake Phelpsy staying in.
You ain't about it, Phelpsy.
Back in action. He lands his brick too as well.
Get him, Phelpsy.
But the points, that they're doing good. See, just don't be annoying and not let them cap the hill. They just pulled away with the lead off the 2 cap, and that's Supremacy's chance of going out the window.
They won. That's it. I don't want to jinx it again, but I mean, Phelpsy, he did a phenomenal job. The fact that Phelpsy was able to stay alive for so damn long in that home hill, by just being annoying, he took all of the attention off of decapping the other hills, and they were able to, you know, catch up.
So I said it was going to be a multi-kill available with that next boom, and he saw it. He saw the opportunity.
He did.
But he shot a little bit too soon. And, you know, he wasn't able to get anybody, just put damage in, and Fable ended up coming out on top with that round. But I agree with you, Val. Supremacy, they found himself in that spot where it was like, all right, well, we have this boom shot. We got one in the chamber. What should we do? And they kind of just held back off a 2-cap because they said it was early on in the round. And, you know, I'm not going to knock them for that, but as long as they use that boom to make sure that they can get more booms, which they did not, but they still end up getting that second boom shot as well, they just got to be able to close that game out. And even when you get those 2 booms, it's okay to still be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Using those 2 booms, instead of using them defensively, still you can use it on that attacking side to get to that B hill or your opponent's home base.
Yes, here we go with the group fight once again. Phelpsy takes out Chris, and this is what I like to see. Phelpsy and Precision was taken out by 2 members of Supremacy, but Baghdad, he's hunting down Precision. The question is, can he go ahead and get this kill? No, he's going to back up. His team has the advantage. They have 4 players to 1. Krim being the lone member of Fable, he has to stay alive long enough and just be a nuisance until his teammates are able to respawn. But this is where he's going to be taken out by Baghdad, and the triple cap is coming.
Triple cap is coming, but denied. The C hill is uncapped, and you see a few members, and that's that boom shot. Staying aggressive. This is what I like out of Supremacy. I want to keep them. I want to see these guys keep the pressure up, keep playing for these dominations. Even if they fail, they will learn from those mistakes. And this is another round of Supremacy on 4.
So the question is, Blaze, I mean, is the score looking like this because Craze is in here, or is Supremacy just playing better to your eyes?
Now, Crazed is the best player on this Fable team, and I don't think, you know, you guys can argue it, but they're a team full of talented players, but that is the superstar of Fable. And, you know, him missing, that's gonna affect you a lot, you know? You know, he's part of the leadership team of the squad as well, so it is gonna hurt. But also, Supremacy, they came with that heat today. And
right?
No, they came with that heat today, and that's what I love out of these guys, because they know, like, hey, Crazed isn't on his team. This is a must-win game for us.
You can't lose this.
If we're improving the way that we say that we're improving, this is a must-win game for us, and that's why you see them with that fire. So they couldn't come out on this game flat.
No.
You know, they could not whatsoever. So I do like the way that they're playing, but it's still early on in the next escalation, folks, and we'll see how this score splits off in the second half and who really has the lead, or is this going to be a tight game?
As we kick things off here on round 5, we're going to see another group fight here in Pit for the boom shot, where Phelpsy is notorious. He's known for getting great kills right there at the face of it. Phelpsy takes out Strickers. Players dying left and right.
5 down.
Okay. That was fast as hell.
Yeah.
All right,
but 5 down. That was only 2 members down off the Fable side, so you have enough players to split off in all directions. You only need 3, and that's exactly what they do. And they get this round on the board, and that just shows you what happens when you're at 18 seconds.
You don't want this to happen. You don't want this to happen. You don't want Fable to catch fire, no matter if it's a sub or whatever. If this team catches fire and they figure you out, that's pretty much it. I've seen close battles between Fable and Supremacy over the last few weeks, and whenever Supremacy looked like they had it going on their side, once Fable figured that out and caught fire, there was no looking back. So if I'm Supremacy, all right, you know, now we're getting banged out on initials. What needs to change? Do we need to send more numbers here or there? They need to figure this out soon before Fable runs away with this.
They really do. And usually when you're a team and you find yourself really getting beat on these opening initials, your best counter strategy is to play man-on-man.
Oh, yeah.
Man-on-man. Match every guy. If they're sending 2 here, you send 2 there. If they send 3 in this location, you send 3. And you don't send the extra man. You literally play man up so you can see where you're kind of filling out on those rotations and engagements.
Yes, Hydron, basically the first spawn going to the boom shot. He was taken out for the first blood. Phelpsy unable to clutch it up. He's taken
overhead
out.
map, please.
Yes, please. And Supremacy has the boom shot, so this is their best chance to set up for a triple cap. We have pretty long spawns right now. If Physics is unable to hold this off by himself, he's going to need to back up for his teammate to come back. This is going to be a very crucial fight that we're about to see in the moment.
I hate that. Yeah. They had, you know, I'm triggered. I'm actually very triggered, to be honest with you.
Talk to me.
Just because they had a lot of bodies up.
Yeah.
They had 5 down. This is a higher respawn round than a round before. Fable did one to open the initial. 18-second respawns, they got a trip cap. Supremacy wins a quick opening initial. They wipe all 5.
Yeah.
They have more players alive than which Fable had, and they were not able to go to the proper locations to get that trip cap in those 20 seconds before those guys respawn. Also, I still haven't even heard another boom shot be shot. So that's why, you know, over the top, and I know we wasn't able to get that, but if we were able to see that overhead map, I could have saw where those guys kind of who failed, right? Who wasn't running to the right location, so I could have called those guys out.
Everybody failed. Blaze, I can't honestly say I saw one Lancer bullet fly towards the C hill, which is what we need to see. If you're up in numbers such as they were, you have to set up. You have to have that Lancer fire. If you're not able to win with, you know, manpower, at least be annoying enough with your support weapons to keep this team on their toes.
We gotta be. Ah, man, that's just, you know, just disappointing on Supremacy. That's one thing I'm gonna have to remember. I'm just curious on where those guys branched off to. But
yes,
the boom shot, I'm looking, is not in the hand of anybody.
It's not. But Blaze, so as you speak about the boom shot, we know the boom shot's gonna come up soon. The points, you know, is not late in the game right now. We only have 2 people near the next boom shot spawn.
Yeah. And you know, especially with that boom coming up in a minute, you gotta ask yourself, well, is that the most important thing? But see, the thing is, you kind of have to defend this B, and you gotta keep more majority of your players on this side of the map, because if you decide to stack up on boom shot too early, you'll find yourself getting trip cap.
Yeah.
You know, because you're on the other side of the map, and that position in the first half isn't close to any of these hills at all.
So we're pretty much seeing Supremacy mode right now. I'm pretty complacent, pretty stagnant. They're not moving around as they were the first 2 rounds, which is what I'm pretty disappointed about. Even though they are up in numbers, I'm going to see more explosiveness from this team. So with Fable down 2 members, the score is now 185 to 120 in favor of Supremacy. Wow. The question is, can they keep this up with their 2-to-1 hill advantage?
Yeah, that boom. I don't feel any. Yeah, it's only one in the chamber, so that boom got shot, and he just got the guy full red. Just unfortunate for Marsh on that one, but you know, that round was going to be over for those guys anyway. Yeah. So Supremacy 42 at the half, and you know, so far so good. They just need to you know, stay at the same pace. They've been winning these initials, so what's going to end up happening going into this next round is that we won't see any early trip caps like we saw beforehand. No. And if Supremacy can do it, I'll be very, very impressed. If any of these teams can do it, I'll be very impressed. But we're going to see an opening initial followed by a 2-cap hold, and you know, both these teams trying to engage with each other so they can get enough kills consecutively for them to possibly play for that domination.
Blaze, I have a question, man.
What's up?
Oh, let's say if you're the number 2 team in the league. You're on that squad. You're going against the best team, the team that you're unable to beat, and they're using a sub. What would it do to your mental if you lost against a team like that?
Oh, bro, you know, one is it's gonna suck, but I already got like a book full of excuses for my team, because that's when a book full of excuses actually work.
Right.
Oh man, guys, I'm lagging, bro. Don't worry about it. They got lucky.
European connection.
You know, yeah. It just ain't work out. You know, hey guys, hey, you know what? My mom's was in my ear the whole time.
You know, you can't take them serious, man.
My phone was blowing up. I couldn't focus. You know, I got a book full of excuses if we actually do lose this match. But you better just hope that they win it, because this is more than they need to win.
Yeah, so this round in particular, everybody just spawned on Supremacy's end, but they were down 2 players to Fable. Fable actually came out pretty strong. They're looking pretty decent at the moment. They're up with the point lead, 67 to 51. The question is, can they go ahead and assert their dominance and take this advantage? I know Precision is a new player on this roster as a sub, but Fable, their core, I mean, they're great. Even though Craze is a part of that core, still have phenomenal players like Phelpsy and Marsh, and I really want to see them capitalize on that. Physics, on the other end, going big with the nice double kill. Supremacy Blaze, I mean, they're looking good.
They're looking good so far, Val. And you see Zorko not able to win that engagement, so 2-hill advantage for Fable. Only about close to a 40-point lead, and they're going to lose control over E-Hill. Now, folks, this is the first round in the second half, so respawn timers drop back down to 10 seconds, and all those power weapons are wiped off the map as well. So, as I said before, we're going to see a lot of engagements on this platform to some teams get controlled, but most likely this round is going to end up coming down to points. And this is where everybody's staying aggressive. You see the pinch coming in from Precision. He picks up a double. Zorko is not able to get in position quick enough, but he's trying to stay alive and make a flip.
Don't do it.
Oh,
Zorko him like that.
Okay.
He hit him with the slip and slide.
He really did. Now he's sliding all the way to the home hill of Fable, trying to end this round in the trip cap.
Right, Lancer Fire holding out, even though Storm Protection is here for a while, it's not here long enough. Zorko's unable to stay in the hill for the triple cap, but he's in a pretty good position, okay? This is where he gets annoying. If he can sneak in and get a kill, or just put in a lot of Lancer Fire, Supremacy might have a shot for the triple cap, as Fable has one hill only.
All right. Fable, they only down by 10 points or so. Most important thing is them decapping E. They're trying to pick up these kills, and Phelpsy stands super aggressive on Zorkos, but you gotta hope that his other teammates is in position on the other side of the map, because it comes down to the hills. And there you go. Yeah, you start to see the engagement on top of that hill, where E gets decapped, F is being decapped, E is being recapped, both hills decapped, no points going in favor of Supremacy. They're trying to get their home hill, but you see Physics, he's overextended, he's on top of this D hill. Nobody else is in position. Even Fable's not getting points. Supremacy go up 5-2.
That's what they need. They need to keep the hot hand. They need to stay in the lead. You cannot give Fable any room to breathe. I mean, we saw a couple slip-ups here and there, but what I'm seeing from Supremacy, I'm pretty impressed. Zorkos is an absolute dog right now. 24 kills in 7 rounds. That's phenomenal.
That is phenomenal for him. And I believe that the Supremacy team took a lot away from Vegas. They've learned a lot from that event, and it's starting to show. This is the first time we've got a chance to see them post that event, at least I have personally. And 24-10 for him. They're sitting at 5-2. And this is a Fable roster who used to beat them. This is a Fable roster who used to beat these guys senseless blindfolded. All right. So even with them being down a man, I was still thinking in my head that, hey, Fable still should be able to come out on top, but let's see how much the European region has grown, and it's showing that Supremacy has grown.
This is where you make a statement. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Marsh and the other pickup, they came from Supremacy, right?
Right here. No.
No?
No.
Okay,
Marsh and Krim, they were like on the 3rd or 4th best team in season 1.
Never mind.
Yeah.
All right. But in other news, Supremacy, looking extremely well. Boom shot is in the hands of Phelpsy. The question is, can he go ahead and assert his dominance with the best gun in the game? He puts out pistol fire, helps out his teammates for the easy kill as Krim cleans up Zorkos. He has to be patient with this boom. He kills Hydrone, but also Baghdad and Fable. Prime position for map control as they get the mid hill and their own home hill with the power weapon in Phelpsy's hands. This is Fable's game to run away with. The question is, can they go ahead and just slow things down with their support weapons?
We're about to see soon as everybody's starting to group up once again. You see the angles of which Phelpsy has, and he's not even being contested yet. People still are not looking at him. These are free shots for him. And Zorko's coming to that party a little bit late, but he still has free shots. He just needs to stay focused and understand that, you know, he's in the clear to just, you know, let it rain hell. But Supremacy, they said, hey, you know what, push him out. Push past this guy and force him to turn around. And they were able to get that kill on precision and double back. But Phelpsy, he held off one guy, looking to hold off the next as well.
Chris, let them know who you are. With the backup, there we go.
That was smart. He was holding down that LB button and said, hey, you know what, I don't have to push into this engagement just yet. I can hold off on it. And that's exactly what he did. He picks up that kill. So,
and if you're at home, you can learn a lot from plays like that. You don't always have to finish every single fight out there. If you're in a 50-50 situation, you have a chance to better the odds in your favor. Make sure you wait for your teammate to come up with the Lancer, to come up with the flank. Those are the plays needed to win championships.
Also, man, even when I play the game, man, I'm holding down LB and I'm communicating for teammates that I see, like, hey, you know, this guy has your help. Hey, this guy is coming. Hey, you two need to be working together, you know? It's just little things like that. It's just micromanaging. Even while you're trying to manage your own gameplay, there's always something in which you can be doing when you're playing escalation. There's always some role that needs to be picked up, some job that needs to be done. If you come off a map and you like, man, I don't know what I could have did more, then that may be an issue.
Because anybody can rotate, anybody could, you know, pull the trigger, shoot a gun. But the question is, can you do the small things that actually makes a difference? Can you be annoying like a Ribs and stall the game out for your team to spawn? You know, can you be like Drix and roam around the map with your Lancer to make fights easier for your teammates? Those are the plays that really sets teams apart. That's why we see those rosters always placing pro.
Yeah.
So if you're at home, make sure you pay attention to things like that. You know, like I said, it's more than just running around and rotating. It's the small things.
And you see, one hill is going to be in favor of Supremacy. A lot of pressure Fable has kept their foot on the gas. They're starting to decap this home hill now. And actually, they're going to just prioritize on slaying these players out of spawn. No point in decapping the hill. Doesn't even matter. They're going to win the round anyway. Fable adds another one onto the board. Let's see how this weapon selection process is going to go down.
I'm going to need Supremacy to really just, you know, just take off. They need to stop teasing Fable right now. They've come off. They have a hot hand. Overall, they have better gameplay. Fable, they don't look the same without their superstar.
Yeah, you know what?
They need to turn
up. You know, I probably
because this isn't the Fable we're used to seeing.
I gotta apologize because I didn't the boom placement up top. I didn't comment on it beforehand.
Yeah.
Because that's something that I wouldn't have expected Fable to do. But maybe because in the first half they were losing those engagements on top of that platform, so they put the boom in. So Supremacy's only option in this placement is saying the only way to pull the fight back down low is that you have to put the drop shot. And we've seen these teams on Fight Night use this exact same strategy beforehand.
Yes.
You know, just because it's that chess match. So now this map is going to turn out to be an interesting one.
Yes,
it's already interesting, but the end is going to have an interesting ending.
And with the boom shot at the pit, the drop shot is on the opposite side of the map. There was a 2-to-1 advantage, I believe, in Fable's case, yes. So the question is,
Fable got a free boom.
Zorkos was able to actually get the drop shot even though he was in a 1v2 situation. I'm not sure what happened there, but he needs to make sure that he saves those shots to take out the guy with the boom shot. He has to put his team up in that advantage.
Yeah, they need to be hunting. I wouldn't even have came off that power position that he was on. I think the platform is a great spot.
Yeah,
where you see his teammate in front of him, Lancer in physics, because you see all these angles. You got angles down there towards where that B hill is. You can kind of see the home hill. In his position now, he's trusting his teammates to give him intel, but I believe it's Dom in which he needs to be looking for. Dom has that boom shot. Yeah, so he needs to be trying to figure out, all right, where's Dom at in this location? Where's his body? So he has 2 drop shots to be annoying and take him out, or
to wait for the next boom spawn.
New boom's up in 58 seconds. So he has 1 drop shot in hand, and I believe like they need to be saying, hey, look for Dom. Look for Dom. He's getting kills, or whatever these kills equate to.
All right, Zorkos with the ill-advised drop shot. Boom shot was used to take out Baghdad, and we're going to see 1v1 between Zorkos and Phelpsy. Zorkos, he's actually in a 1v2, but he sees it. He's going to run away and stay alive. Drop shot is going to be up soon. Boom shot will be up soon as well. Phelpsy with a nice one-shot on physics. Question is, which team is going to take advantage of these weapon spawns? Because this could change the tide of the game.
It's a 10-second split spawn between drop shot and boom shot. So you can prioritize boom shot first and then try to make your way towards drop shot, but boom shot will be the first weapon up. And so now you see Supremacy put himself in position. We got 8 seconds and a big flank by Hydrone. This is a big 1v.
All right.
Extra help came through. But the pinch is there and the kills are still coming through. Supremacy able to get it in the end. So boom shot picked up, drop shot 3 seconds, and you see Phelpsy in position to pick that up.
Yeah, but it's not over yet. Strikers was taken out by Marsh, and Marsh was taken out by Fizz. Boom shot in the hands of Supremacy with 184 on the clock to 135. They are in prime position to win this game. All they have to do is keep control of their 1 hill and make sure the other team that has a drop shot, which is in Phelpsy's hands, does not ruin that.
Supremacy at all costs is just defending their home hill.
All right, this is where you have to break points.
Oh, this is a big fight. Phelpsy still has more drop shots. He has 1 left. The question is, when does he want to use it?
That's it.
It's not much of what he can do, but he probably should have been more aggressive on top of that hill. Like, even with those drop shots, he could have been super annoying on a home hill of Supremacy with those drop shots. At that point, you just got to wait for the last minute for you to kind of fire off all 4 of those and get as many kills as you can and cause that chaos. So you pick up drop shot, you make sure you guys hold the 2 cap. You probably got 10 seconds to put your team in a good position. Then you fire those things off and hope that you get into that hill in time and you catch that boom shot as well.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm an even bigger fan of Craze now. The fact that this team isn't as explosive as they used to be on Fable's end, that just shows a lot about what Craze brings to this roster. No shade to Supremacy because they're playing well, but I mean, Fable's off right now.
It is. You know, just a tad bit. You can see, you know, that's the heart and soul of Fable is not playing. You know, that duo that's been together since, you know,
forever.
Gears 3 days of Phelpsy and Craze. You know, those guys are a big part of the team. I would have probably put those incense on platform, though. So
yeah.
I kind of break that down a little bit in a second.
All right, here goes our group fight. Striker's full red. He's hitting the side by Precision, who was taken out swiftly by Baghdad. Zorkos, he gets the drop shot. Excuse me, I was running out of breath. Boom shot is in the hands of Hydron. Question is, Hydron, his last player alive, can he go ahead and save this round for his team? It's only 2 seconds. He's unable to make it. He was down by Strickers. Domination was denied on the D hill. That was something I didn't expect, but the domination is coming back soon. Boom shots flying. Krim is taken out, and the last attempt, Phelpsy, was taken out by Baghdad.
All dead. That's a Supremacy round, folks, in the book, and that's a map for them. Map number 1.
There's a lot going on right there.
If I believe correctly, yes it is. It's going to be Impact. Okay. And you know what? I love Impact because now the way that the Impact meta has been changing is played out exactly how damn is.
Yeah.
This tail end of the map, you put a big power weapon down there, it's a more favorable fight, in my opinion, than this closed area on your screen, in which we like to call tables, B-Hill, you know, lookout posts, all this. So I'm ready for it.
Oh, this is going to be an exciting map as we get things kicked off here with Hydron getting a headshot on Strikers. Phelpsy was unable to win this 1v1 against Chris, and we're going to see pretty much a really big fight right now. Supremacy, they were the first team up on the tables, but they were unable to capitalize as 3 members are now down, and on Fable's end, excuse me, Supremacy was able to capitalize, and there's 3 members down on Fable's end. I really like this. I want to see them go ahead and utilize that team fire that we saw on the first map, because if Supremacy is able to do this with their 2 hill advantage, I mean, things can look pretty good. This map, you know, it's spread out more, it's bigger, there's more obstacles. If you're able to set up a perimeter, you can pretty much ensure victory by just keeping composure.
You really can. And one thing is, especially with the changes on this map, by moving those home hills back a little bit, it gives your team a better chance at breaking that and not getting trip capped as often on this map. You're going to have a lot of respawns and a lot more engagements on Impact compared to most other maps, so we'll see how this one plays off. As you see, a 2 hill advantage in favor of Supremacy. Almost had the trip cap, but you see Fable came through and broke down his B-Hill. Now this player, Hydron, left in a 1v3, picked up 1 player. The flank comes through, trying to see if they can take him out, and he's still staying alive, and he's gonna back up.
Right, very smart play from Marsh as he noticed he wasn't in a position to win. So what he needs to do with Krim at his side, he needs to go ahead and find position to go ahead and win this 2v1 scenario where they went ahead, they took out physics. The question is, can Supremacy stay alive? This is a part of the game where you don't want to die and give up spawns to Fable. They take out 2 members with 2 down now, or 3 down from Supremacy. They'll kills flying left and right. Fable can very well capitalize on this scenario.
Let's say, damn. See him on top of this home hill. They're picking up these kills. These are the next 2 closest players in front of him. That's 1. But he did manage to roll in and stop this. And Strikers make the play. He cannot. This first round will go to Fable. So I talked a little bit about a Supremacy finding their identity. I'm curious to see how do they want to open off on this first round.
They started off well though. That's the part that I don't get. The way that this that round, you know, stuck around the Fable's end was pretty mind-boggling. Supremacy, they were the first down at tables, where they had a 3v1 advantage. They were up in numbers, and they pretty much gave it away. They need to keep things calm, cool, and collected. Keep up with the communication. Keep track of where everybody is on the map. Be aware of where everybody is on Fable, and just capitalize on that, because you can't let Fable run off with Krim and Marsh to win a 2v2 and then push all the way into your hill to win the game. That's something that can't happen.
Can't happen. With the Hammerburst going down, that's not a bad, you know, these dual spots are pretty important. You know, we've seen teams put Marxes in that spot. We've seen them put Retro Lancers as well. So you see where precision and physics are with those Hammerbursts. You see how they just ran this fire down on top of tables and assisted in his team fight. So that's a big weapon spot to choose early on.
Yes, with the Hammerburst down with Physics. I mean, this is going to be up to Physics. He's supposed to make these fights way easier for his teammates as the Hammerburst rains down a lot of damage from up top in that support row. I want to see Supremacy capitalize on that. If the player's weak, go ahead and take that 1v1. But now it's in a 1v2 situation, as you saw the trade. And this 1v1 is going to be pretty big. He has to go ahead and force this before it turns into a 1v2.
Yeah, and he took some extra damage, but you see Chris was able to find that angle, almost was able to help his teammate, but he's just going to have to retreat, get some backup as well. So he'll advantage in favor of Fable, and they're going to pull away with this lead as well. Tie game, folks.
There's something about these European teams I really like. They're starting to be more aggressive than they used to be in the past. You know, since UE, since Gears 1, really, they weren't really aggressive at all. But playing against these American teams and just playing war and just learning from the best, they're in a way becoming the best. You know, top 2 Fable, these guys are really picking up things for their success, and I really like to see how the European nation is evolving in the scene.
Yeah, you know, it's a pleasure to see, and I'm proud of all these boys. And this is a good matchup for them. But you see, just both home hills control. Now B Hill will go back to control of Supremacy. We'll see if they can return a favor to Fable and get this domination in this round. But they're just going to choose to play the angles. They're going to back up. They're going to hold the 2-cap, regroup with each other. Oh, Physics got down. So B Hill at that point, his push was pretty much null and void unless he can save his teammate's life. Now he got 4 players looking at him. He's just going to keep choosing to back up. Barely able to get away. Hydron, he smells blood. We see it on our screen as well, but he's going to choose to back up.
This is where you have to be aware. There has to be awareness. You can't be down in a standoff like that, because once you do, you give the other team the instant advantage. Baghdad, nice headshot on Krim, but if you're Supremacy, if you're up in numbers, you're up in, you know, just points overall, this is where you have to capitalize. You can't give up mistakes like that. Zorko's the nice shotgun kill on Phelpsy. I want to see them go ahead and abuse these numbers. I don't want to see them being caught out in areas where they can get down and killed. I want to see them actually capitalize when they're up, you know, 5-3, 4-2.
Yeah, and not those early, you know, double cap wins based off points. You know, you want to see them be as aggressive as possible. But you see the revives coming through. The advantage in favor of Supremacy. B Hill does get decapped. So now Hydron and Cody needs to push up. It's actually just up to Hydron. He's going to fall. So this will be a Supremacy round. Now, the reason why I was so curious of that weapon selection early on in the first half, because like I said before, I called out this tail end. When you place a boom shot on the side of the map, it kind of plays out like, damn, I actually like to fight a lot better than off the other end of the map by the B Hill. So I think that Fable would choose to say, hey, you know what? Let's go for tail right away.
Oh, yeah.
But Fable, you know, they're smart enough where they're saying, hey, we're going to play to our strength. So they're actually going to keep it like, put the nades down. Okay. I thought we were going to get to the nitty-gritty right away, but it seems like...
They're confident.
Seems like both these teams loving the engagements on top of that B Hill, but for me, I want that. Give me that big power weapon early on.
There you go.
Put that power weapon down, and let's go to town.
Yeah, especially if you won pretty convincingly on map 1 like that. You want to put a big power weapon down because you just know that you can win off of the initials.
Now, I thought Fable was the team that has been kind of doing that strategy more often than not, but maybe I kind of got them mixed up with the Latin American side, you know? Maybe that's just the meta changing on this map for the Latin American community, because we saw them do that last week in the 2K, and it was a great matchup, you know? And maybe EU just isn't there yet, but we'll see how they play it off. You know, I feel like with both these teams, when you have a big power weapon down early on, it gives them both structure.
Yeah.
It gives them both a goal to work towards. We see more dominations. We see better gameplay out of these guys as well.
Yeah. Well, you're actually right. You know, seeing hammer bursts and incendiaries put down by these European teams is not a common thing. We usually see big guns, boom shots, drop shots, and whatnot. As we see, there's a 2v3 fight happening right now. Supremacy unable to come out as Physicist all alone in the 1v3. He's taken out. But yeah, like I was saying, these teams are starting to depend on support weapons more often, and it's pretty cool to see how this is coming about with these top European rosters.
It really is. The support weapons are very huge, and every team has their preference. That's why you may see that prioritized on the weapon selection early on. Some teams like the Marxes, the Retros, the Botox. It just depends on the player in that position and what he's good with. So sometimes you got to take care of him early on, especially if your opponent is favoring something else.
And if you have a dog with those weapons, I mean, imagine a sleeper in Europe.
You give him what he wants early on.
Exactly.
As soon as possible.
You put a Marks in that boy's hands, he's a god.
I feel like he's a jack of all trades, though. So, you know, for that roster, they just say, hey, whatever they're going to put down, we're ready for it.
Exactly. This is where Supremacy has to take advantage. Respawns fresh for Fable. 3 players coming out of spawn. Supremacy. Can they get the triple count? We will see. 1 second to go. Round 3 goes to the...
All right, here we go. Now, the 2 weapon spots I'm curious about. We got one towards
Fable's
the top
gonna
half
drop
of the
it.
map on tables, on the head end of the plane, and we got one on the tail end of the plane. So let's see what they will decide.
I want to see Fable just get fed up and just say, you know, just drop it. Let's just go. Okay.
All right. Okay.
I didn't expect this.
Yeah, they go for the block down low. They want to keep the fight up top. Hey.
Yeah.
That's them. I could have sworn I've seen Fable rock with that boom shot down low beforehand. And you know, maybe if Craze was watching, he can correct me in the DMs if that's something that they do or not. But maybe that's just more of a
that's a fight we saw often.
Yeah. All right, this is just a typical impact, impact play. Typical impact gameplay. We're gonna fight over here on T and tables and on the B hill.
Yes. And with Hydron being the first blood of the game, we're gonna see a huge team fight. Fable, 3 members down, 2-2. This is gonna all come down to physics to see if physics can stay alive. But no, he was taken out by Precision. 5 players down. Precision and Crim, they have to go ahead, cap these hills, get map control, and when their teammates spawn, they're gonna have to basically create map control by putting players all around their lancers and support weapons. They're not able to get the triple cap because of the spawns, but I want to see them, progressively get there.
All right, you see we're close to a little slight stalemate. The overhead looks like Supremacy is grouping up to retake that B hill. We got a 1v1 fight towards the tail end, but other than that, 44 in the B hill area. Fable with the angles. Supremacy needs to use these smokes wisely. We start to see some blow up, and here's our first engagement.
Yes, 2v2 Zorkos takes out Phelps and Zorkos. He's going to go ahead and push this 2v1, which is going to be really good in his favor. That Fable member, I can't see what it is.
Oh, he just...
Crim? Yeah, Crim booked it.
I like it. He just chose to regroup with his teammate, just rotated all the way out. He found an out in that fight because he didn't like the way it looked, and he took it. Don't blame him for that at all.
I mean, it's a great heads-up play. You can't give up a death here. The respawns are insanely long. And that's not something you want to get caught up in, because once you die, you put your team at a serious disadvantage, unlike the beginning of the rounds.
Crim got lucky in this one. He got lucky. He turned his back to the guy that was up, and he missed his shot, but he still managed to come out with a double. So after that double kill, he's feeling good. He gets a triple as well. And that's still 3 members down. And you see the 2 cap in favor of Fable. Still plenty of time left and more points for them to acquire if they want to close this round out with a 2 cap. B hill is being decapped. Yes. Supremacy make it to their home hill, so there you go. All right, we're going to continue on with this round.
And with the score at 136 to 85, we're going to see a triple domination to come up soon. Question is, can Crim just be annoying with the hammer burst and give his team enough time to go ahead and walk around with round number 2? Nice.
So, I saw those players start to decap it, but the cleanup crew came in from the tail end of the map and picked up that double kill, and they down the last guy. So trip cap coming in for Fable. Now you're forced to put something up top. Question is, what it's going to be? Nate? Oh, don't do nades. I mean, y'all going to trigger me if you do. It's okay. You know what? That's...
Why don't we see anything heavy right now?
Well, no. So the way Impact has typically been played since the game kind of came out, we usually do see, this is more of a, we may see M-bar snipers, a little bit more long-range weapons on that end, but it's like typical when it comes down to the European community. We've always seen this map be kind of like, nades, blocks, not really a lot to it, but this map is played out just like Damn, which is one of Fable's best maps, and they just need to, maybe they just don't want to bring that strategy out now, maybe they haven't ran it yet, but I think that both these teams should be playing off on the other end of the map where you have more space to work with, where the fights isn't as crowded, and where you don't have this like kind of height advantage power position with these hammers just raining down fire on you.
Yes, we saw a beautiful initial start off by Hydron as he had a double kill. He was going for a triple and he was taken out by a nade. But now we see Supremacy in the 2v2 scenario. Zorkos, he's with a teammate in the 2v3. They down Precision, they take him out, and he's stuck pretty much in the middle between 2 Fable members. Crim has to go ahead and help out his teammate to clean up the down, and Supremacy, being as most aggressive I've ever seen him be, they're pushing, but they're not making the most of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
They start off initials, pretty strong and whatnot. They push into the other team's hills, but they're unable to capitalize off of it. They start strong and they finish weak. I want to see more from them on that end.
All right, you see Fable super aggressive, and they get into this hill and get that trip cap in early on. Now you got Supremacy down to weapon selection. So now I want to see them take a big chance, right? I want to see them play towards the bottom end of the map. You got to block down there, change it out. Don't really focus on those nades too much. Play for both home hills, right? You might as well try it. Try it on 20 seconds. There you go. Thank you.
And if we can, I would love to see Hydrone scream.
Thank you.
Please, Hydrone is going off right now. Kill leader in the whole lobby. 2 initials off the bat. Swift one-shots. That's what I like to see from players like Hydrone. Hydrone is basically the first line of offense on Dam, which is where he usually goes big. He was unable to do that. But the question is, can he do that here on Impact now that the boom shot is finally down?
Yep, Hydrone, front line for this team. And we'll see, they getting in. Phelps, looking for these angles. Now, you can pick up this boom shot as you're, covered on the wall. You see, they get super aggressive, and Strikers gets one. Also, the nades are going to be picked up by both teams. They're going to actually trade off. Boom picked up by Supremacy. This is looking good in favor of Supremacy. They got nades. They got one more boom shot acquired as well. Still taking damage from Marsh. But Map, he has one instant left, I believe. Now they just need to figure out, all right, well, how do we open this one, right?
I'm not used to seeing this. Supremacy with the boom shot pickup. They're not usually the team that, you expect to always win these big initials when a huge power weapon is on the line against Fable, but...
And that was we consider it a trade-off, right?
Yeah.
No, they won an initial for the boom shot, but at the end it was traded off, and so with just 2 players being alive, and I believe they did cap their home hill off early on as well, so at that point, you might as well just, hey, hold off control.
Boom shot.
Yeah, exactly. Just hold off. Wait for the rest of the squad to respawn.
Yeah. So with Phelpsy in a 2v2 situation at the hill, I'm unsure if he was able to win that. But Zerkos, he uses his last boom shot to clean up a kill. Baghdad takes out Marsh. I want to see a huge 1v2. The question is, can Zerkos go ahead with his teammates' help and win this fight? No, he was up-aid by Phelpsy. As Phelpsy, he's going to try to stay alive as long as possible, but he was unable to. His Farber now down.
All right, so let's see. That's 5 down again in this situation, but this is also a 20-second respawn round. If this is not in the domination now with Supremacy, then you got to ask yourself, why? Why so scared?
Right.
Right. Why not? Maybe they're playing for boom, I guess. Who knows? But it just shows that all 5 players are on the same page when they get those team wipes. Because on a 20-second respawn round on this map, you take down 5, man.
That's it.
I expect that round to be over.
It should be it. Right. When we went to Hydrone with some Lancer support fire, he's trying to get the kill on Zorko. Zorko's unable to detonate the incendiary in time. This Hydrone works on number 2. No, but he was taken out by Strikers. So Strikers, with a hot hand in the kill spree, he is going to try to push in for
Phelpsy with nades.
All right. Let's see if he can go ahead and protect his home
March
hill.
for boom. You know what? They got the wipe and they gave Fable another initial. And they acquired boom and they acquired nades, and they still got 2 nades and 2 booms in their back pocket to work with. Fable doesn't blow rounds like these. If they do, it's a rare occasion. So let's see what they want to do. They're holding a 2 cap, and also they have a lead. And this is one of those situations where they feel like, hey, we don't have to, push all the way across the map. The game's almost over. We got 2 booms, 2 nades. Tag a few, pull the lances out. We got hammer bursts as well. Let's just chill back and relax. Okay, work smarter, not harder. And these are one of those situations where I'm completely fine with you holding a 2 cap.
Right, and I feel like Supremacy, they're having trouble finding their identity on this map. They start hot and end up cold. The question is, what can they do to remain hot? Off of initials, they do extremely well, but later on in the game, when it has to come to rotating and just, winning crucial gunfights, you can't really depend on them to do that. As of now, it's Fable, they go up 4-2 against Supremacy.
It's one of those things I've always said beforehand, that all 5 players on the team need to know what the next move is without being told what the next move is. Yeah. And when you are able to acquire that type of synergy, it shows. Because if half your team is thinking we're playing 2 cap, and the other half of the team is thinking we're about to OE and play for this domination, even as you guys sort out what the hell you actually gonna be doing, you just wasted the opportunity to actually get that domination. You know what I'm saying? Because you're overthinking the situation. But they should be happy how that engagement went. Supremacy should be. So even if Supremacy lost this round, they should be trying to throw that boom over it. If Supremacy wins this round and Fable has to make a placement, they're going to be end up blocking that spot out right away.
Yeah, so with Supremacy losing 2 players off of initial, and now, what, that's 4 kills straight from Fable. I mean, it's looking pretty good on Fable's end. We need to see Fable go ahead and capitalize on this. And Blaze, I didn't want to say it earlier, but, I mean, if you look at the stats, Precision just got his 4th kill. And it's been 6 rounds, 7 rounds now.
Yeah.
So they're essentially playing 2v4.
2v4?
I mean, excuse me, 5v4.
Okay.
So, sorry.
I say, who else ain't show up to the party?
So, I mean, with Supremacy playing like this, they're not doing enough. They're not capitalizing when they have the advantage. Because obviously, yeah, the sub, he's pretty much lacking. I love Precision, but, I mean, my man's not hot right now.
Hey, you know what? Fable's hot as a unit, though.
Right.
So, you know,
something he's doing is right.
He's doing something right? At 42 on the scoreboard, I'm just curious on how Supremacy wants to kind of come back in this one because all those power weapons are wiped off the map, and we are at 10-second respawn, so a lot more action. And on the second half, folks, it is viable to go for a home hill setup. You know, that works a ton. So Supremacy controlling the F hill and the D hill is pretty good, but they got a lot of time in which they need to make up. They need to force that cap and get it as soon as possible because it's not like you're going to be waiting for any power weapons, right? You see how these guys are set up? It's like,
you can't stall.
As soon as those players respawn, you got to go, go, go. You don't have too many opportunities to try to crack this one.
Right. You look at this from a number
But them losing this round is not the worst thing for them.
No.
It's probably one of the best, it might be one of the better things that can happen for them in this map because they've been getting cooked on tables and teeth.
So they need to put down something to help them out with that.
They need to switch this fight up. So looking at it from that sense, yeah, them winning a round would be awesome. You know, and you just got to kind of hope that Fable kind of plays into your hand. That should be the goal. But if you lose it, you got to be optimistic and say, hey, you know what? We still kind of won this one.
See, I don't like this, man. They used up all their smoke grenades. They were unsuccessful in capping this hill. It's just...
And as Veli said, they used up their smoke grenades. And when you toss those smokes out, whatever strategy you got, you have to commit in that moment because those stuns don't last long. So if you toss those smoke grenades and then you hesitate, that was a waste. You know, you're not going to get another one unless you go and die. So as soon as they get tossed, you got to push ASAP. But you see the wipe coming through. Big kill, 5 men down. E is capped up. It's about the home hill being capped up as well. Supremacy find a way to get it done. But what happened was they reacted quickly. They drew the fight to their home hill, which isolated off that neutral hill off and towards a 1v1. So that was a lot better because beforehand, Fable was stacked up on that side of the map. And as Fable took various attempts at trying to get their home hill, they just were not successful. So I said that Fable will block this, but if they do decide to play with the boom shot, I think that's an awesome strategy. I think it's going to work out for both teams, and at that point, I think we're really going to go to distance. But we'll see what they want to do. If they block it, that's probably the better play for Fable at least.
Just put it at the tail, man. I want to see the boom shot at the tail. Like I said, the tables it doesn't end well for Supremacy, so I want to see them direct the fight to another part of the map. But they're going to put down incendiary nades, which is pretty much going to help when it comes to capping hills. It's going to, you know, get people out of hiding, and it's basically a hand nuke. I like it.
And so the instant is they're going to play a viable part, and they're going to play, of course, you know, you got 2 kills if you're accurate enough, you know. So let's see. That's going to be pretty much a kind of 1v1, 2v2 for those, depending on how these players break up. But it's just Crim versus Baghdad for the E-Hill. Let's kind of stay on this one. I want to see this one. This is for control over that 2 cap.
Crim wanted that static at the beginning. My man went all the way to his side. Baghdad backed up, so they're going to go ahead and reset.
Yeah.
I think that they're going to...
No, we're going to commit to this. I don't care what's going on over there. I want to see this. I want to see who's going to come out. Who's going to be that guy? Whoop,
there we go.
You see that angle mid-map, right?
There we go.
Which team won an engagement, and boom. There you go. Again, he got outplayed, and Baghdad. As soon as he sees his teammates falling, right? As soon as he sees the downs, either you run away or you just got to commit to the fight. You have to commit to the fight, right?
I mean, I'm about that life, so I'm pushing a 1v1 regardless.
Yeah, and that's how. So you think about the roles of players who play 1v1 positions like that. It's your job to extend the round you know, save the round, defend around, whatever. Like, you're like that last line of defense. If your teammates lose that initial, where they're fighting that for the power weapon or the neutral hill or whatever it may be, they lose that, it's up to you to kind of stay alive in that situation and protect whatever you're protecting.
I say you go for the fight. It's a 50-50. You're already in a bad situation. But if you win and you truly believe you're better, you can go ahead and be a nuisance on the other side of the map and give your teammates time to spawn to come and help you out.
I'm telling you, if I'm scrimming, man, I'm pushing that fight. 8 out of 10 times. 8 out of 10 times.
Oh, catch me on main stage, boy. I'm running.
Bro, I'm coming over. I'm practicing moves and techniques, and I'm gonna let my teammates know early on the round that, hey guys, I may lose this fight. I may lose this fight a lot, but I'm trying new things out. So don't be yelling at me if you guys see me getting cooked. And they can't say nothing. They gotta accept that. Like, all right, man, do you? If your teammates say, nah, man, you know, just kind of sit back, like, bro, we scrimming.
Okay. You know what? I have a belief where if you're on top of this game, if you're top 8 or top 12 or whatever, you're part of like an elite crew. When you have a player that's skilled on your team and they tell you they want to do something, as crazy as it sounds, I say you love it. Because I feel like everyone's in the position that they're at because of how damn good they are. And if a player of yours looks at you in the eyes and say, I want to push this, even if it's a 1v2 and he feels like he has it, I mean, call me crazy, I feel like you got to go for it.
Also, you know, I'm a man of action like and act. So when my teammate steps up to the plate and say, hey, this is what we gonna do, I'm like, word, go on, keep telling me what we gonna do now.
Right.
We gonna push what? Oh, hell yeah, let's do that. Just because I'm excited that they wanna take that ownership and that type of leadership. So when it happens, oh yes, tell me more.
When we played together,
we're gonna throw smokes. Where?
We went against No Name News on Clock Tower, and you never made a call out, and I'll never forget when you said, let's just all push up top. Do you remember that? And we won the last round because of that.
What tournament? This was like an online tournament?
Yes.
Ooh.
Me, you, Finesse, and OG Low.
We did. I was like, just push it?
Yo, listen, guys, the industry. Blaze didn't make call-outs back then. You know, Blaze was a little new with a sniper.
Yeah,
you know? He was nice, though. Blaze made a call. And, you know, we believed in him. None of us questioned him.
Yeah.
And that's what makes a difference when it comes to these top teams. And I like that, man. Yeah, if you're in a 1v1 scenario like that, make that move.
Yeah.
You have to.
You got to make it. And just when you make those call-outs, you commit to it as well.
Yeah.
And one of the players from Supremacy lagged out, so we're going to, as we wait for him to kind of get back into this, we're going to kind of vamp or whatever until they can get back in and finish up the map. But yeah, so I agree with you. So whenever we have those players who like just step up abnormally to make call outs, I want them to do it because they speak. They only speak when they need to.
Oh, yeah.
So you gotta respect and let them do them.
Oh yeah, but speaking of this game right here, Supremacy. First map, they start off hot. It was pretty questionable at times as the round went on. I felt like they don't have an end game. They have a really good initial and whatnot. They need to stay strong towards the middle and the end of the game because things start to fall apart for them.
Did we see what the weapon placement was before that round started?
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
Because yeah, I'm curious to see if they went back for. My mind is telling me they went back for the support weapons in that one.
Really?
But we'll see which one they prioritize. We'll take a look at the overhead map as we get back into this one. But yeah, Supremacy, they're gonna have to try to close this one out now.
They have to.
They are.
If they let Fable win this, I'm gonna pull a Blaze and say Fable's gonna win tiebreaker.
That's like the perfect example of like when I was saying beforehand with the call outs and they So Supremacy, they put the boom down, like we said.
I like
this was the fight that we saw them have some success in, but this is going to be good for both teams.
Yes, you're going to see there's going to be 2 players supporting on each side of the rosters, and we're going to see pretty much a 2v2 fight up close and personal. Chris, he wins his gunfight against Hydro. March, taken out by Zorkos and Physics, finished things 4 down, Blaze, already. Things are looking extremely well for Supremacy as they go ahead and pick up the boom shot and fight for this triple cap.
Which side is the home? Okay, that's what I want to know. I don't know which home because you had him overextending. At this point, yeah, you gotta just let those guys do their own. Strikers needs to worry about Zorkos to his team.
Pull out that Lancer.
Nice.
There we go.
Oh, he has boom in hand.
Oh, he got it down. Don't waste it.
He shot it, but he shot it through the smoke. He was hoping that the guy was probably trying to get revived, that the splash damage was going to put some more into it, but it still was a good boom, though, regardless of the fact that they worked together, they end the round.
That was perfect.
And so this is the thing that just, this is where it comes down to, you know, taking chances and watching VODs and stuff, because you've seen the success that you've had fighting this different fight, right?
Yeah.
But we're 10 rounds into the game, you know? And if Supremacy knew this early on of how successful they can be,
Don't get me started.
if you're successful with plays like this, why wait to round 10? Because you know what, you're teasing them. You know what I'm saying? That type of foreplay that's what I call it. I'm just calling it foreplay. The foreplay between these two teams. So what you gonna do? You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and block this. I'm gonna just put some nades down. You know, I'm gonna put a hammer. No, put the real thing. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty right away.
Right. You know what, though? I feel like
Let's get the boom
Supremacy,
down.
they still haven't found their thing yet. And by watching these games and spectating and casting over them, I'm starting to see like their evolution. They're starting to come together now. They're improving in some areas, and I feel like they didn't put it down at first because they felt strongly about what their initials.
They were, but a lot of you guys, I'm a preacher to you early on.
Say it, B.
All your teams have a strength. You guys all have a play style. You guys all have an identity. Figure out what it is. Figure out what your strengths are. And on the rounds in which you lose, play them as if this is the last round you're going to lose in the map. Don't play it as if you have like 2 more weapon selections coming, because that means that you plan on losing 2 rounds.
Yeah.
So when you lose that round number 1, if y'all mainly fighting for that boom shot, put the damn boom shot down. If y'all want the M-bar, put the M-bar down.
First round.
Cut out all the foreplay. All right? Play to your team strength.
Blazeology 101.
Blazeology. Yeah, that's like 105.
There you go.
There we go.
But it's pretty basic stuff, man. Play to your advantages. Baghdad picked up the boom and then self-destructs, but he takes out Phelpsy with him. 3 players were down for Fable. Only, now 2 for Supremacy. So this was a pretty, long initial fight. Things were dragged out for a while because they were stuck in a 2v2 scenario. But now that things are starting to slow down, power weapons are in the hand of Marsh, which is the boom shot. I want to see how they advance. You have the best gun in the game. I mean, you're the man right now. Basically, the map belongs to you. So the question is, what are you going to do with that? Are you going to put your team in a position to win, or are you just going to be passive and wait? Because what we've seen in this matchup, these guys, they get the boom shot, they get a kill, then they back up. They wait for the next one. Why risk it?
Yeah.
I say go ahead and try to dominate as soon as you can.
Yeah, we're on a 16-second respawn round, so Marsh, he uses one. That might have been his last one.
That was his last.
Yeah, so now, okay, so I always say, what does those boom equate to, right? He got, okay, so he got instants off of that. That's a good play. He got instants off of that. Allowed Phelpsy to move up as well.
I take it.
Couldn't catch him.
Oh, no, he got physics.
Oh, he did get
physics. The guy that was running away, he got him.
All right. So they managed to keep it going forward and extend their lead by 2 rounds in that one. But they had the slow, methodical approach, but the entire time they had a game plan. And they just waited till all players can get in position to execute that game plan. And once they did execute it, they got the win for that round. So now the Hammerbursts go down as well. So, all right, let's see. For the Insans, that fight, so before in the earlier rounds, we kind of seen a 4v4 fight over there by tables, by that T area where that B hill is.
Yeah.
Now that kind of turns into a 1v1 fight, and a 4v4 fight is down low for boom. So as you see where all the red dots and blue dots are moving towards that E hill, you got a hill and a boom there now.
For Supremacy, every single round fight is a must-win at this point.
Pick it up on the wall. He picked the boom shot up on the wall. That's what makes that so
beautiful.
That's what makes that a power position as well, Val.
Yes. So now with the boom shot, like I said, every fight has to be a win. Pull out your pistol, help out your teammate for a moment. I mean, he kind of spectated like us, but I want to see him now use that weapon and the number advantage to go ahead and push over to the other side of the map, because this is where you have to make sure Fable can't breathe.
He's
no, don't do it.
I'm like, bro, he's so aggressive, not checking corners. He just going, boom out, not lead, like he just going. That's one of those scary situations, man.
I didn't know what to think for a second. He has one more boom shot, so they're good for. Oh my gosh!
What? You don't even have an angle on that guy, Strikers.
Takes out Zorko.
You can't even get him. It's no way for him like that. The odds of him hitting that boom shot where it arcs and it lands perfectly on the floor, that's a very difficult shot. But still, you didn't have to shoot that.
But I digress.
His teammate could have went down in the hill, and he could have baited his teammate with a boom, and it would have been a better play.
Yeah. if he just held on to the boom shot, triple cap was coming. So the other team, they had to come out. Strikers was pretty excited, as we saw from his push from the middle all the way to that home hill. Things have to slow down just a little bit.
And it needs to slow down ASAP. You got 30 seconds till a boom shot comes up off a respawn. And after they lost that engagement, their next thought process should have been, oh my God, we need to put ourselves in a position to get this new boom. So I will honestly, personally, like for all those players who are on top of that F hill, to rotate out as soon as possible, right? They need to figure out where they're going to rotate to. But they need to put themselves in a position to have angles on top of this boom.
They're unaware.
It's a few different plays in which they can do. It's a few different angles in which they can take. They chose not to go through the spawn. They chose to get the Insians, and that was a smart move. Why? Boom shot just came up, but the Insians, they spawned up before that boom. So now he has them in the hand, and he can blind fire, but the boom picked up off the wall. He missed that whole engagement, and he had a good angle to shoot to kind of toss Insians on top of that boom.
Hydrone picked up the boom shot. Sneaky Fever. He gets 2 kills with the team kill on top of that. So with 2 players down for Fable, the question is, how do they move on from here? I'm unsure if the incendiary grenades are all used up, but this is a huge 1v2 scenario. Hydrone gets the first kill. The question is, can he get the second? No, he was taken out by Zorkos.
Yeah, the Insians and the boom shot, they were about 3 seconds off on the respawn timers, but they were able to get him. He picked them up. He just had to throw one on that boom right away once he hits LB and sees that his teammates aren't in a position to kind of contest for that. So the kill is going the way of Fable. That's 3 down.
Supremacy, I'm shook, man. You have 2 hills,
Boom's
but
out of play though.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You were down by numbers. So the question is, where do you bounce back from here? You have to win this 1v1. At least wait for your teammate to come. No, he turns around. Don't get the double kill. No, Zorkos, and he stopped positioning.
They need a heal ASAP.
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah, that heal being decapped. So as it got decapped, they wasn't getting points, and that allowed for Fable to catch up.
Oh no. 2 down for Supremacy. 4 down for Supremacy. Only 1 left. I mean, Fat Lady singing. Triple caps coming. 7-4 for Fable as they win map number 2.
And you see Fable coming out on the top and tying this one up.
Right into gameplay, actually. I like that. I want to get things started. We're going to kick things off on the tiebreaker game. Supremacy and Fable Blaze. What makes you think?
I will say, we're currently learning a lot about Supremacy.
Oh, yeah.
We are.
Yeah. No,
they're showing us a lot.
If they were to ever watch film, today would be the day. Because it showed everybody out there what their strengths and weaknesses were. And if they want to get better, you sit back.
Yeah,
You know, you pull a fatal strike, you study your film, get better, and then come stronger next 2K.
All right, let's see. Let's see how this opening rate is. It's gonna be typical 2v2, but I'm curious of the pairs. That's what I'm trying to see. It's Marsh and I believe it's Marsh and Precision. Now Precision, the teams that I've seen him play on, he's played this spot a lot. So it's these 2 guys that's gonna be working together. Now, so the strong side is gonna be the other end of the map, where you have your 3 players who play in those positions. You know what I'm saying? Now you got the Phelpsy and Crim combo over there as well. So Hydrone, he's gonna be floating mid-map. He's gonna be deciding, okay, which guys I need to help out the most in the situation.
It goes.
And with no power weapons, then both teams not gonna be as aggressive, but Strikers, he makes the first move.
That was great. Strikers with the flank. He helped out Baghdad with his Lancer Fire to take out Marsh. He's now in the 1v1 scenario against Hydrone. With help of Baghdad, they secure their 2nd kill in a row. With Hydrone down, Marsh with the respawn, and Crim now currently down. Supremacy, this is all in their hands to go ahead and advance. On this type of map, you can get triple cap if you do start off with a really strong initial.
You really can. And as you see, they're gonna be coming out with that fire. Supremacy takes this one early on. Now Fable,
I like it.
Weapon placement. Whew. So they can favor. I think that they should go to the platform, to go to the dock side between both these home hills, because I don't think they're gonna have a strong fight over there on maintenance. So yeah, they're gonna go for the dual spawns right away. So that's completely fine. Work that area of the map. Maybe you do deck, maybe you do top rock as your next weapon placement. But you got to give Martian and Precision a few rounds to kind of get into their groove and figure out what Supremacy's doing before you start dropping weapons over there.
Well, Supremacy, they started off the first move at maintenance. They went down there to cap the hill at B, and they lured in other members to, basically kill him. With Strikers on the flank, he was able to use his Lancer to make sure Baghdad had an easy fight, and that is crucial in this matchup. As we see, Precision and Marsh are the duo here at maintenance. The question is, who's going to make the first move?
All right, let's see. Early on, last time Strikers got super aggressive and pushed around through the top platform in order to get that flank in on Marsh. The smoke comes down. It's going to block off the guys who can see through the gates on that cross, and they get aggressive, but they push in as a unit. And they get some help from Physics as well. Rolls back to his teammates, accidental team kill after the revive. So, but they get another one. Zorkos picks up his kills as well. So, you see, they actually won that fight off the other end of the map. So, both home hills in favor of Supremacy. And this is what I said that was going to be Supremacy's side to least win. I felt like Fable was going to be stronger when it came down to the game rooms.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, with Baghdad taking out and chunking his support man, Strikers, it would have been good if they won that fight, because on both sides of the map, they looked extremely strong. So we're going to see pretty much a standoff right now. Score 81-54. Question is, what is Fable gonna do to go ahead and make sure they have the advantage in terms of hill caps?
So at this point, you make B your home hill. You know, B is your home hill. You don't have to come off to your hill as aggressive right away, especially early on in the game. As Fable has a bunch of time, yeah, Crimson needs to get out of here, but these guys have no issues chasing him down in his own spot.
Look at him.
They're just invading his house.
Chris is about that life.
Yeah, but Hydron got spawn shielded. He sees him. Chris is trying to run away, get some shots in. You see Marsh, you see Phelpsy as well. They managed to come off respawn and get some kills. So they actually did the right thing, and they flanked around the whole map.
Yeah.
And so that's how they broke the setup of Supremacy. So I like what I just saw out of them.
Oh yes, Physics, he tried to push in towards A. He ran into 2 Lancers, which slowed him down a little bit. But with one player on Fable on the other end of Supremacy's home hill, he was finally taken out by Physics. The question is, Physics with the Botox, can he win this crucial 1v1 fight? He has to, and he has no choice. There's no running, no, but he was taken down by Crim. And 2 down for Supremacy. Fable, they're looking good so far. They dropped the first round, but the question is, can they come back and win the second round to even things out?
Yeah, they found a good little stride, and now you see Supremacy has no hills capped. The home hill setup goes in favor of Fable. They're trying to get the neutral hill at B. I see one Supremacy member, that's Chris. He's taking a wide angle, but why? He knew that his teammate was in position to break C, so that's why he didn't go into that engagement right away. But he's going to have to force a 1v1 on top of that B hill in a second in hopes that his teammates can't win this one. Crim trapped between a rock and a hard place. Marsh picks up a big triple. And Marsh is, yeah, he just goes off. He just finds 3 right off the bat.
There's so much you can say about Marsh. The man is great with M-bars. Any weapon you put out on the game, he kills. He's the one player in the game you can simply say, you know, go in there and kill him. He's very dependable. One of the best, in my opinion, the best pickup season 2, which definitely went to Fable.
Oh, okay, with that kill. Anybody gonna decap B? Nobody. Oh. Nobody's going to be in the area. So, yeah, that B hill is going to stay capped. Yeah, you see some people pushing through, but this will be a Fable round. Now, Supremacy is going to be first in the weapon placement. And so, Supremacy, if I'm Supremacy, I have no problem going towards that maintenance, right? That big fight that you're winning where you guys are getting aggressive. Because you see how passive Fable's playing and how reactively they're playing it. Supremacy can do a lot of quick picks on top of that platform if they're playing for Sniper or M-Bar. Over there down here on this maintenance hill, so that's what I want to see them prioritize. Ooh, are they going to go right for the deck? Ooh, okay, I'm fine with that.
They're comfortable.
I'm fine with them blocking the deck. We've seen beforehand how Fable likes that big team fight, right?
Oh yeah.
That's a 4v4 team fight where you throw the smokes, you got the Botox down as well, and that probably would have been Fable's game plan to put the home shot there. But that will pull Precision and Marsh away from his maintenance fight, in which they're not having a good time fighting. You know, this isn't one of their stronger fights, especially missing Craves in this lineup. So I see the decision making behind that block.
Yeah, we're gonna pretty much see a turtle situation here at maintenance. The question is, the first move, who's gonna make it? Supremacy, they've been pretty aggressive when it comes to making this initial contact. On Fable's end, Precision is a sub, but I'm used to seeing them be aggressive. I would love to see Precision pretty much break out of that shell. Hydron was pushing out. He had the most kills in map 2, but he was taken down by Baghdad. Baghdad with the meat shield and the pistol work on Precision. Precision goes down. Baghdad, he's gonna go in for the second kill now. Question is, can he go for the third? Okay, here it goes. Big fight. Marsh takes out Baghdad and ends his kill spree. He is in a 1v2 where he has to push one of the members. And there he goes with the second kill. Zorkos is down. Can he get the third, Marsh? With the triple kill and the hill cap.
All right, Marsh. I see you. I see you, Marsh. And this is just another day in the office for him. And, you know, you see Marsh, and we've seen what type of player he has become since he's joined his team. And he's really shined. And he's one of the key factors in which they've been winning so much, you know? You know, praise hasn't been the same since he's fought him. So I always got to make a Marsh's praise dad joke every chance I can get, you know, until praise can come back and beat him again.
No, I really like Marsh, man. That pickup, like I said, Krim and Marsh has been phenomenal for this European roster, which, you know, accounts to their top 4 and top 2 placements in the last 2 events. These guys, they do it all. Even though we've seen a lot from Marsh this series, Krim is a guy you can't forget about. Krim is explosive. He's a great support player as well. He's a guy that does the dirty work for your team. And those are the type of players that you need to place high in this game. And I'm really happy that they made this pickup because Fable, they took it to the next level. Before, they were a team that put up good fights. Now they're a team that can contend for a championship. And that's what I like to see from this roster.
All right, so Botok picked up by Krim. And that's the Botok of Supremacy. So he's on their side of the map. He got a shot in. The team was able to come out down. B-Hill, still not a lot of engagements over there, so that Supremacy's out. If they can't get the A-Hill, that's the time for them to sneak on over. But they was able to get aggressive in decap C, so this could be a domination in favor of Supremacy, but
they have to win these fights. You saw Chris run in for the 1v1 and ran away completely.
It's like, this ain't what I want.
I mean, right. He stayed alive, but it was pretty funny to see. Finished out that fight, young fella. 5 down for Fable. Supremacy going in for the triple cap. The only thing that's stopping him is the B-Hill.
Smoke out!
All right, here we go. He's trying to wait to the last minute where he can get a touch. He got his teammate in there. Phelps, he finds a kill. He ran past one guy, but he got those shots in the back, but he finds his opening. This is him being annoying. Now, Fable not getting any points whatsoever.
3.
Supremacy looking to end this one. And Phelps, he's going to keep on going. He knows that next is going to be the B-Hill. And this is just a beautiful run of him checking all corners and doing what he needs to do to extend this round and gives his team another shot. But the C-Hill being recapped, he's hoping that his teammates can kind of get in there, and they do. But the A-Hill is being capped off the other end. Phelpsy can't be everywhere on the map where they need him to be.
Phelpsy. You know what, man?
That was good.
A commendable effort from Phelpsy.
That was. He did everything. He did everything his team needed him to do.
Yeah.
But the rest of the squad, when they came off respawn, they just had to make sure that their home hill didn't get capped up and that they just overextended and fought their opponent's home hill as Phelpsy did everything else, and he brought them time. That's a round in which Fable probably should have clutched up in the end.
But you know what? They didn't. So shout out to Supremacy. These guys are fighting strong right now to make a statement. They want to be the best European team this week. Granted, Craze is gone. It still is a huge momentum boost for this team's confidence, their morale, because they want to keep steamrolling once they get this win. They've always been on the cusp. They went against teams like Rise, and they weren't able to finish out. Well, maybe this could be their turnaround by beating Fable and just continuing every single week. So we're going to kick things off here on round 4. We're going to send 3 people to B and maintenance, and also 2 on the other side of the map. The question is, which is really big, who's going to make the first move on maintenance? We have Baghdad and I believe Strikers against Marsh and Precision. Precision hasn't been extremely aggressive in this scenario, which has given Supremacy the upper hand.
Marsh is better than you. You just support him.
Yeah, and that's what he's been doing this whole series.
Stay alive.
Even though I kind of, ragged about his stats, I mean, he's had the lance route the majority of the time.
Yeah.
Which is what I like to see. So Fable, they pretty much changed, their play style because of that. But, ooh, nice physics with the double kill on Krim and Phelpsy. So a move has to be made on Fable's end.
So, yeah, so he went over Precision, put himself in the spot because Hydrone caught out. He was pushing his 1v1, and that was the opening because they had to, they couldn't be passive on their fight, because if they are passive on their fight, then that's how they get pinched, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Marsh.
There we go. Don't do him like that, man.
Oh,
there
Marsh.
we go.
Oh, man.
4 down for Supremacy. Fable in prime position to go for the triple cap. The only thing that's stopping him is this C-Hill and A-Hill. Question is, Can they hold him off long enough? I want to see some Lancer power, Blaze.
You see some shots coming off on the back end, but Mars, shotty in hand. They just trying to stand his hill, trying to put himself in a spot where he can't really get stunned, but he can still put in a lot of shots. Pistol out, trying to see if he can get some shots, maybe through that gate. Oh, the smokes keep stunning them, but they're not gonna have these smokes for long, and the help is there.
Go.
And they close out that round.
Is this gonna go down to the wire?
Man, like, Physics made a great play, got a big double kill on the other half of the map. So Marsh, Precision, and Hydro, they had to spring into action, but Marsh gets on top of that platform as everybody's focusing on the fight that Hydro started as that direction. So these other players, they leave their position. Marsh grabs nades, he drops one. He turns around, bodies a kid, picks up a double, pushes out on a fight with Hydro, gets two more, takes a nade to the home hill of Supremacy, and still ends out this round. And that was just flawless on his part.
Big plays, man. Like I said, Supremacy, they're finding themselves. And I feel like once they finally do, not just the European part of our community, but the whole game, they're going to be put on notice. This team, they're great. I'm a huge fan of Circles in Baghdad. Chris has tons of potential. But the question is, can they find that thing that, you know, essentially is, you know, the flip of the switch for him?
Yeah. We're about to find out soon.
All right.
And also Mars, he controlled this position last time he was in it. He has help from Precision. You see they're even trying to get some shots. Hydro, he calls out this guy being super aggressive.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Don't do him like that, Marsh.
You might as well just stay on him for the rest of the game. Oh. Oh, couldn't finish it off.
Man.
Here comes some help. Oh,
Precision,
man.
no.
Zorkos keeping his team in that one. That's 4 down. That was a close engagement. Like, oh, man.
Marsh put his teammate in the best position possible.
Yeah, he really did set him up for that play. And he just couldn't finish it off. That's just unfortunate because that could have went either way. Zorko's clutched up.
Yeah. Precision, I mean, really, he did the right thing. He just had to hit shots harder. You know, pull out the Lancer, close your eyes and pray for it. Marsh, phenomenal. The guy's a game changer. He's a playmaker. He gets kills, and the way they rotate around the map to put their teammates in a good position is just phenomenal. We're seeing great flanks. We're seeing, you know, great crosses. The thing is, they have to finish out. They have to finish out. The execution has to be made because off of the initial, the plays that they make are amazing.
All right, so Snipe got put down, but that's in one of our 4 weapon spawns technically, that are not available to 45 seconds into the map. So that Sniper won't play a big impact early on, but definitely can turn the tide for one of these teams if they can't control it. So before, we've seen Supremacy being the aggressors in these situations and Fable reacting every single time and pretty much almost coming out on top. So this time, the smoke goes out, it's going to block the cross. Marsh distracts them as Precision can grab nades and back up. But Marsh, he stays in a fight. And I like Precision choosing not to use any of those nades. He says no point when Marsh comes back up and finishes off that next kill. So B-Hill and nades in control of Fable. They don't have their home hill just yet.
Get back here.
But we'll see Zorkos on the defensive.
At that point, though, Blaze, it kind of irks me because if you're in a 1v2 this early in the game, why give up a life, man? Nice headshot from Krim. You basically put your team at an instant disadvantage. You have to stall long enough for your teammates to go ahead and rotate and help you out. Domination is coming through for Fable. Krim with the sniper on his back, but he gets taken out by Physics. Fable able to redeem his teammate's death.
That sniper skin is so sick.
Oh, it is.
I don't know what the name of that. That's sick.
So with Domination coming through, Hydro running around with a shotgun, stalling as long as possible. Round 3 for Fable is won. We're going to head off to round 7, Blaze. But Blaze, when you look at situations like that, how important is it to just be patient? You don't, I said it earlier, I was joking about the 1v2 thing, but that was 1v2 you didn't have to take.
Yeah. At all.
Your teammate just died against, you know, God himself, Marsh. Last thing you want to do is push another 2v1 with, you know, a hot hand with, you know, support player Precision right behind him.
And, you know, it's one of those situations where in a moment, you just got to kind of trust your instincts and hope that your instincts are right in that one, you know? And especially if you probably got this guy giving out 1,000 call-outs that they're weak, you know?
Right.
At that point, you got to commit. But folks, we are going to be in our second half, so we will have a new set of home hills, and we will have a new set of hills all around. And so this E hill is going to be moved over to the deck, and the home hills will be what we like to call the dead zones.
I like
there's not
it.
much there.
Oh yeah, in round 7 right here, second round, we want to see how these teams adjust through their initials and their basic strategies. We saw a lot of good team fire and flanks from Fable. On Supremacy side, I want to see more aggression. I want to see you guys take advantage of 2v2 fights that you know you can win. Just make sure you don't run into Marsh like Sorko did right there. Marsh with the triple kill. He's going for number 4. No.
Man.
No. Can we just keep the camera on Marsh the whole time?
Man.
Please.
Oh, man. This team. You know,
they're explosive. They're explosive, and they're clutch, and that's what makes them so special. That's why their team fights, always comes down in their favor. Because when all of them are, gunning for each other, they win their 1v1s. They win their gunfights. They're able to make these heads-up plays and split-second decisions to, turn the tides to their favor. And that's why Fable, to me, is one of the best teams in the game now. Well, not just to me, but it's pretty much factual.
It really is pretty much factual. They are a top 2 team in the game, and it's just no other way of seeing it. Just based off on how they play, and everybody knows they're the real deal. Even they know that they're the real deal now.
Right.
They are in such a power position, and if Fable could, they could definitely win an event this year. I just don't know which one it's going to be.
So as our spectator was pointing out, Marsh 11 kills. Above the second highest on his team. The guys definitely put, things back on his shoulders. He's going to push this 1v1 against Strikers. Lancer fire to his left, but he has a teammate as well to help him out as he takes out Marsh. And that puts Precision in a bad situation. He pushed up to a 1v2, but the smart play would be for him to run away, which is what he's doing right now. He needs to stretch out the round as long as possible, but he's going to pretty much be forced into a 1v2 fight. No, he gets a teammate to come up and help him. Big play from Hydrone as he comes in with his Lancer. So the question is, as Phelpsy takes out Chris, can Fable go ahead and make this adjustment to make up for the first death, which was Marsh?
Yeah. And you know what? It is going to be a good one for him. But with it being 3-3 here, in tie game as well, folks. Let's see how does these teams want to kind of like spring into action. And because, both these guys just being so talented. And on board with Hydrone so far to kick this one off. He's going to play through. He's going to end up getting this down. And now he's going to start to decap this hill in the dead zone. We'll see with Supremacy how they want to counteract this one because domination's coming through.
I like this. They took pressure off of everywhere else in the map. They're focusing everything on that home hill, which brought over players that were alive, like Zorkos, to that home hill. So basically, it was a magnet. It was a magnet. It brought all attention to that home hill, and they were able to just be a nuisance. They need to keep that 2-hill cap, though, if they want to go ahead and win this round.
And actually, I just realized who Fable's coach actually is. I just thought about it. It's Rubik's.
Wait. That was their coach just for Sheffield, right?
Nah, I think Rubik's is actually
Get out of here.
Yeah, Rubik's is officially coaching them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I thought about it just now. They do have a coach, and it's Rubik's. So
they're winning the next game.
Yo, like Rubik's is a good. Like I think Rubik's would be a good coach. He's definitely be the hype man that they need. He'll definitely bring that intensity. He's like the, he's like the southern version of Fable Strike.
Right. I mean, he's a fan of the game. He loves the game. He travels for the game. To have someone with his intelligence behind him, that's pretty big. The question is, can he actually be the Fatal Strike of Europe? If that happens, I want to see him study film. I want to see him break down, where this team lacks and make sure they excel at that come next event in July.
All right, let's see. This round is going to come to a close soon with Fable with 2 hills in their advantage. You got Marsh defending the E hill in a 1v2. He had a guy down, but he's trying to stay alive. He gets one. Who stops the man? Even with the trade.
He got the trade,
even with the trade, that was important.
Stop
him. Just somebody stop him. You can't though, right?
You can't.
You can't. Oh man.
It's the lack of explosiveness that we're seeing from Supremacy is mind-blowing right now. First 2 maps, 31 kills from Marsh. 31. Nobody on Supremacy has more than 20 at the moment. I don't even think they have more than 15. No, they don't. he's outslaying the other team almost by himself, which is insane. It's insane.
Yo, Stream, I'm sorry, but all I can do is like laugh, right? I just laugh at the stuff that he gets away with, that I'm seeing him get away with. And, you know, I don't even know if getting away with it.
He's not getting away with it. He's
earned it. Yeah, he's dominated. With the, you know, yeah, they're letting him. But, like, yeah, no. But even at a level like this, certain 1v2s you should not allow, right? So I am right in that statement of Supremacy letting him get away with certain things because, especially when he's on fire like this, you call out Carmine. Yeah. You call out Carmine every time. Where is Carmine moving around the map? So Boom picked up as well. And this is a good spot for Supremacy.
It was pretty much a really good move by Supremacy, strat-wise. Supremacy, they sent most of their bodies to the boom shot. Fable, they set up with Lancers. They only had one person run in, which was Mr. Unstoppable himself, Marsh. But he was taken out with a headshot. So now, with boom shot and map control and a hammer burst, it's all on Supremacy to really capitalize off this. With their lack of explosiveness really catch up to them, we'll see. But with these weapons in play, they pretty much have everything given to them. Zorko's in the 1v1. I would stay alive, man. You have boom shot. You can't get down. Strikers, the last line.
Yeah, he didn't know that guy was coming.
Yeah.
It was a tough decision. He got the kill, tried to back out immediately, but they had the height advantage, and he didn't have the backup that he needed.
Yeah.
He could have tried to pull out the boom and bait, but he didn't want to, you know, put himself in a difficult situation where he does not backpack that one boom shot, you know? So,
yeah.
Did what he could.
So Fable down 2 players, so 1 on Supremacy. We're going to see pretty much who comes out on top. Boom shot was backpacked when Zorko's died. So they need to pretty much set up right now for this mid-hill because that is where the next boom shot will spawn. And Blaze, about how long do we have until we get the next boom?
Got about just under a minute and 30 seconds till that next boom comes up. So still a good amount of time on the clock. But you see both these guys, they're like, hey, we can rotate, we can try to do what we got to do, but both these teams know they're trying to get top rock control and just setting up for this boom is the most important part. And I believe the guy that's in top rock, I think, is going to be on the side of Supremacy. Or actually, no, yeah. You see it. Krim put the shot there, but we see the red outline up there.
Yeah.
That's going to be Physics. So he has the height advantage. He knows that Krim's
I love his spot, man.
He got 3 Fable members in front of him. Both teams waiting for the boom shot. They're not going to get aggressive on the home hills. You see one player trying to push in for that dead zone of Supremacy. Yeah, you see them both moving in, but that's a 2v2. You see Strikers, he backs down. It's Strikers and Zorkos. They're defending, and I like it. They get deep into spawn, and boom shot is up, folks. Question is, who makes the first move? Fable is trying to get in there. Physics drawn some shots. He's holding down. His teammates did not move when he moved, though. That could have been an issue. Now Marsh gets aggressive. They find one. So, for some reason, Baghdad, Chris, and I'm not even going to put Strikers, but Baghdad and Chris also moved away from this boom shot for whatever reason. They backed up, and the fight still goes in favor of Supremacy. Good job of Physics, picking up 3 kills, looking for the last guy. And the boom shot should be able to get picked up here by Supremacy. They got the lead.
Oh, no. Can't let that happen.
No, you can't, but the team fire does come out, and so now they will acquire the boom. So, what I was upset with at first because I started to see Fable get super aggressive, and Fable actually found themselves in an opportunity to kind of quick pick that boom if they wanted to.
They continued the fight.
Yeah, but Supremacy is because what happened was Fable, they did a simultaneous push, and this would kind of confuse Supremacy.
Okay.
Because on the other end of the map, their dead zone, their home hill was being attacked, right? So that's kind of why Baghdad and Chris said, hey, you know what? We need to back up and help Strikers, right?
Right.
So in that moment, Fable was also getting aggressive, and Physics is up here top rock by himself like, man, I'm trying to hold this one off. So if Fable was able to get that boom shot, then that strategy would have worked out a lot better for them. But that's what you do. You push simultaneously, you confuse your opponents. No point of one of you guys pushing. You know what I'm saying? Fable, they had a strategy in which they wanted to do, just didn't get executed the way that they wanted. But Supremacy, 1 round away from tying us up.
I mean, with the round advantage right now, Fable, they're in pretty good hands when they have Marsh on their side. They need to go ahead and use Marsh's slaying ability and put some bodies up here at the boom shot to win off of initial. We have 4 players on Supremacy pushing over to the other side to make sure the boom shot is secure. And just like that, their strat for the boom shot is just simply better. Phelpsy was taken out by Zorko's boom shot. Win.
It didn't kill him.
And it got no kill at all. No, not at all. Fable, I mean, this is a team where we know that they're really good at putting bodies on a boom shot, but they're giving Supremacy the number advantage. This is about the 2nd time in a row we've seen that happen. And it pretty much has to change if Fable wants to continue staying in the lead. I really like how Supremacy, you know, they're changing things up. They're adding more bodies, and they're making sure that, you know, if Fable wants the boom shot, which is their bread and butter, they're going to work for it.
Yeah.
They're going to work for it. Woo!
That wasn't a headshot, though. At least it was a headshot, but not from the hands of Krim. He knows where Zorkos is. He wants to see if he wants to dodge that smoke. Zorkos needs to take that smoke to the body and let that guy push him. By the time he gets him stunned, he'll be in a good spot to deliver a brick to Krim.
There you go. Stalled him long enough, and with the sniper, he's able to hold them back. He has Chris and Zorkos running up. He gets a body shot on Zorkos. Zorkos gets down 2v1. Yes, Hydron was able to take out both Chris and Zorkos with the help of Krim. Krim, pretty much the power weapon specialist, the long shot specialist of this roster. We've seen him putting a lot of body shots, a lot of headshots. He's shifted momentum into Fable's side, and that's what I like to see. They put the power weapons in the players' hands that can make the most use of it.
Now Strikers looking to attack the dead zone. He's going to have Phelpsy in front of him, but he does have help. Actually, Hydron's being annoying off the back end, and he puts him down. He had help from Chris for just a second, and then finally comes through, and he goes down. The quick read, press X before you shoot. They're trying to hold off. His teammate does get up, and now they're just trying to push back Krim and Phelpsy. Krim, super aggressive. He did get it down just now, I believe. Nope, he actually went down, so he dies. Strikers gonna get the revive, but this is a lot of aggression from Supremacy. But they need to make sure they don't find themselves in a difficult position just trading out these kills back and forth where they lose their map control.
Yeah, this is where the statement has to be made. Now that things are starting to slow down a little bit, you look at the points, 142 to 119 is still pretty much early in the game. We're midway right now. And the question is, are you going to set up for boom shot, or are you going to go ahead and try to slay for the triple cap? Hydron. See, that just can't happen. So now you put Fable in a power position now where Hydron's able to be a nuisance, and not only your home hill, but he's giving his teammates a chance to also roam around the other side of the hill because E has to be capped.
You know, the funny thing is, Hydron bodied both of them off the left-hand angle, but for some reason, they got Sniper, and they say, hey, we got Sniper, let's get aggressive on this dead zone.
Right.
In actuality, you know, you're not down by that much. If they would have protected their home hill, they could have used that Sniper to give boom shot. Oh, yeah. And that really would have been a game changer.
Hands down.
But they hit a 2v1. They just got cooked by Hydron.
The round isn't over yet. One player alive for Fable, which is Phelpsy. Hydron just spawned. Supremacy. Are they able to go ahead? Here we go. We might see. No.
Oh, yeah, they cleaned them up. They cleaned them up. They cleaned them up. Are we going to get a 5-5, folks?
This is it.
I'm about this life.
This is it. It's up to Hydron, Krim, and Marsh. Zorkos, only two players are in their way. Chris is in the back with a Lancer. This is doable. They're
only getting points. It's the home hill. Nobody's close to the home hill. They're there. All right, Supremacy in and around.
This is a hard-fought game, man.
They tough it out. It really is. And you know, Fable just pretty much they didn't found a flow towards the second half of map number 2, so to speak. I felt like from that point on, they were in their groove and they were exactly where they wanted to be. So, all right, let's see. What do they want to? We got 2 spots left. That could be a crucial spot up there, because if somebody gets on top of that hill, then
they dominate. Yeah,
you got nades to work with. You got incense that's still on the map. If they block it, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing because that position gets super chaotic at a certain point.
Yeah.
Ooh, incense. So incense will go down middle. Now Hydron, he does a good job controlling mid-map, but that weapon location won't be available to 45 seconds in the map. So if you want to play for those incense and use them to stop them from getting boom or use them to get boom, you're going to have a good defense early on.
I like that. So what Fable's been doing against Supremacy, they're sending less bodies towards boom shot, but they send one towards the control room where they occupy it. But just like that, so Fable, they're able to get the boom shot and the revive. Marsh has to get away alive. No, he gets taken out by Strikers. He was unable to backpack it. Strikers working for number 3. Oh, he was taken down by Phelpsy. Boom shot, I believe, is gone now. Phelpsy got the double kill. Precision was chunked. This is a huge 1v1. Phelpsy has to win this before his teammates come over here and help him out. No, but he was taken down finally. Krim also taken down. Supremacy started off strong, man.
There's the boom right there. I just spotted eyes. I don't know if Zorko's seen it, but he's in a 1v1. He has to get to the hill. He has to touch it. He knows it.
There we go. Buy your teammates some time.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Supremacy 3 rounds in a row and match point.
They were perfect.
Strikers, he knew, but Strikers made the play, right?
They were perfect.
Even if that boom runs away, fam, you guys will probably lose that round with the respawns.
Run after him.
Yeah, with the respawns being as high as they are. He found an opening through that smoke. He just pushed right on through. As soon as that guy lined up in his sights,
double kill.
Boom. It was easy for him from that point on.
Zorko's got the double kill as well. It's just double kills all around for everybody, and those are big plays, which put everything in their favor. So with Supremacy 1 round away, this is where you capitalize. This is where you make that statement that you've worked so hard for all night against this Fable roster.
All right. Let's see what we got. Let's see what's about to go down. How do both these teams want to break off into this one? We're definitely it's gonna be another fight for that boom. We'll see if Supremacy comes back on top with it. They chose to go for the block in this round. So, all right.
There we go.
There we go. First person march. He's gonna be Lance for Strikers. He got super aggressive. He used that smoke as a smoke screen. Now he's on his opponent's side of the map. He pushed him off that barricade. He got the up A. That's 1. Couldn't get the second, but boom, got it picked up. That brought his team time to get that and get out. The perfect distraction, a perfect storm.
Yeah, Baghdad takes out Krim. Marsh was taken out early, which is really huge. The 2 new latest pickups for Fable were taken out early. Zorkos has the boom shot. He was unable to capitalize, but he finished up the kill with the Lancer. He picks up the shotgun, so that means he still has 1 more boom left. F Hill is going to Supremacy. Now, what do they do with these power weapons, Blaze?
You can see Zorkos. He's going to cap this. He's going to take the wide angle. Also, Snipe is spawning over there as well. Precision, he knows it. It's up.
Free kill.
And he's gonna use this up. He needs to be careful. This is a tricky angle. Yeah, it's a tricky angle. Blind fire. He didn't get no damage in. Now he's fighting a 1v2 by his lonesome, make it a 1v3. Trying to stay alive, find the angle. He's not gonna be able to. But yeah, that's a tricky position, especially if you don't get the height advantage early on. But he didn't want to give up that snipe. He said, hey, I'm gonna get this bull, I'm gonna get sniped. He was just by himself, by his lonesome.
Right, incendiary nades were thrown, but were missed. Physics in a position now. They're setting up, which looks like basically to slow the round down just a little bit because the boom shot will be coming up in about a minute or so. I want to see this is really important with your team. Okay, it's easy to start on initial and keep rotating the hills and whatnot. When there's a huge power weapon in play, it's how you set up for that next pickup. Okay, because you have to be just basically perfect for the boom shot because the next team to get this boom shot, you can put it right around, right then and there.
Now, Hydro. Ooh, looking for that angle. So he cannot be seen from this position. They don't know he's there, and especially with him not zooming in, because when you zoom in, you get the flash from the scope as well. But the way that this third-person game works, you really can't get a good angle to see that guy. So.
Woo! Hydro. There we go. Swift headshot on Striker, threw his head down and straight for the hill, which could have been his biggest mistake. He has 10 seconds left until he respawns. He's dead along with Chris and Baghdad. Zorkos and Physics, they have to play perfect here. They have to win their gunfights. Domination is coming through. Boom shot was picked up by Precision and Blaze. This is it. It's going down to the wire for the bread. For the bread.
Round 13, folks.
There we go.
Here it comes. I haven't seen these guys go to round 13 in a long time, Val.
Oh, yeah. It's good to see, man, for both sides, you know. Supremacy, they're learning what works for them. Fable, even though they have a sub, they're really fighting for these wins. Because usually when they go against Supremacy, they have a pretty 2-0 lead most of the time. So it's really good to see Supremacy finally start to figure things out. Initials. This is all comes down to initial because with the respawn timer being so long, this is basically an execution game.
All right, here we go. Let's see. I'm curious to see if Marsh, that guy, right? Let's see if he can come out on top of this engagement. Whoever we go towards.
Here we go.
He's been making plays all day. Can he close it out for his team? Strikers get super aggressive early on. Marsh goes through, finds him through the smoke. Looking for another. He gets 2. No, he only got 1. So the quick revive comes through. Boom shot is on ground as well. That's 4 down, 3 down for Fable. They got players that need to make plays. It's Krim. Uh-oh, he's gonna be patient. He doesn't know where the boom is. He's gonna stay in his scope, but they spotted him. Baghdad put some shots in him. Now he's forced to rotate out.
Oh my gosh, that's it.
He's not close to any of the hills. Can he get into the F hill with Supremacy? Oh, Supremacy.
There we go.
Your 2K champions. an exciting Game 3, Round 13.
It must feel good. It has to feel good.
Gotta feel good for him.
You finally got the win against Fable. You have to keep going from here. Congrats to Supremacy for being our European 2K champs.
Yeah.
Blaze,